Aisha's husband died on Monday. He returned home on Tuesday, knocking on the door politely. The morning after Ton's death, Aisha sat frozen in her hut, unable to talk or cry. The villagers whispered, their eyes darting nervously to her hut, not knowing if they should offer condolences or mind their business. Then came the knock, gentle, deliberate, polite. She opened the door. There he was. Turned. Eyes calm, polite smile on his lips. "Good morning, my wife," he said. His voice was exactly as she remembered. She allowed him to come in. At first, Aisha felt relief, even joy. She didn't care that she buried his dead body the previous day. Taking a break from grief into joy covered her sense of reasoning. But soon, the world around him began to warp. Birds fell silent. The air smelled of damp earth, rotting leaves. And at night, the villagers began to vanish one by one. Aisha watched as he wandered through the village, polite but strange. Children screamed when they glimpsed him, and neighbors reported glimpses of Ton doing cruel things, things he had never done in life. Panic grew in the village. Confused and terrified, Aisha sought the seer. The old man examined her. "That is not your husband," he said gravely. "It is a spirit, a shapeshifter that preys on grief. It takes the form of those you have lost, moves among the living, and spreads misfortune. It stays only if you accept it." Aisha's heart sank. She realized that by holding on to the memory, longing for Tond, she had allowed it to live in her home. The spirit's polite manner, the familiar smile, they were bait. Every smile hid malice, every word carried a quiet ruin. "You must reject it," the seer warned. "Once you accept reality, it cannot remain. But if you linger in mourning, it will feed, and the village will suffer." That night, she went home and told it. "You are not Tond. You do not belong in my house," she shouted, voice shaking. The figure froze, politely smiling forth. "I am here only because you called me," it whispered. She walked towards her door and opened it as a signal that she no longer accepted it. She closed her eyes because it pained her that she was letting her husband go, even though it wasn't really her husband. The next morning, Aisha stepped outside. The sun shone gently over the village. Doors opened, livestock bleated, and the river glimmered under the morning light. No death. For the first time in days, Aisha felt peace. She had learned to face her grief. The village healed. The river ran clear. Children laughed. And the spirit, wandering elsewhere, would no longer find a place to settle here.